Here we are in section 4.1 with the answers to 33 through 39. We're going to have the scientific notation. Notice it says multiply round to 4 decimal places if that's necessary. Okay, that's great. And these are all in scientific notation. Now we could do these by hand, but we're also going to show you what happens on the calculator and how to use scientific notation on there. So multiply. Here we have 4.2 times 10 to the 12th times 1.8 times 10 to the negative 4. First, let's do it sort of by hand. Just take the 4.2 times the 1.8, and we get 7.56. So this is going to be 7.56 times 10 to the, now remember, when we're multiplying these things, these exponents add. So this should be to the 8th power. And we can try that here on the calculator and do it a little bit differently and write 4.2. Now when I hit this EE button, you'll know that little E that sits right up there. Notice that? That means scientific notation, times 10 to the 12th. And we're timesing it by 1.8 with that little E to the negative 4. And if we hit enter, we get this number right here. Now notice this is small enough that the calculator can still write it. But if you count the decimal places, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 7.56 times 10 to the 8th. That's how we get that one. Good. Now on this next one, again, let's do this one by hand. We should have 3.02 times 7.301. And that gives us 22.0490 if it says to round to 4 decimal places. So 22.0490 and times 10 to what power? Here we have an 8 and a negative 5, so that should be a 3. However, this answer right here is not in scientific notation. It is the right number, but we need to move this guy over here that way, making this number 10 times smaller, so that has to have another power of 10 on it to make up for that. Common phrase is that this is left and you go up. It has been left up to you. So 2.2049, oh look, there's our 4 decimal places right there, times 10 to the 4th. Now we're going to bring back the calculator and let's see how that works. 3.02 to the 8th, times 10 to the 8th, that is, times 7.301 times 10 to the, there's a little EE button, negative 5. And we end up with, let me see, move it 1, 2, 3, 4 places, 2.2049 times 10 to the 4th, if we've rounded to 4 decimal places. Excellent. Okay, here we have divide, round to 4 decimal places. We're dividing now. 8 divided by 4, that's just 2 times 10 to the, now these are things where we're dividing this, we take the exponents and subtract them. We should get 2 times 10 to the 2nd power, or 200. On your calculator, it looks like this. 8 times 10 to the 7th power divided by 4 times 10 to the 5th power. And we get 200, which is 2 times 10 to the 2nd power. All right, a little bit tougher here. When you divide these, you're going to end up with 6 minus 9. That's timesing 10 to the negative 3rd power. So we should end up with some decimals here. Let's see what we get. 3.75 times 10 to the 6th divided by 2.5 times 10 to the 9th. And we end up with, right there, 1.5 times 10 to the negative 3. Yeah, is that right? 1, 2, 3 places until we get into the official scientific notation location. All right, this one. Ooh, big, huge thing there. But when we subtract them, we're going to end up with like negative 7 minus 4. That's like negative 11. Wow, that's going to be kind of interesting. 5.759 times 10 to the negative 7 divided by 3.51 times 10 to the 4th. And there we have it, 1.6407 if we round to 4 decimal places. 1.6407 times 10 to the negative 11. And number 38. Here, 9.981 times 10 to the 13th divided by 4.34 times 10 to the negative 19. Again, subtraction. Or if you can picture this exponent going up here to the top, we're going to have like a times 10 to the 32nd power or something like that. So let's punch it in. 9.981 times 10 to the 13th power divided by 4.34 times 10 to the negative 19th power. Well, yep, there it is. So we get 2.998. 2.2998 times 10 to the 32nd power. Good. There's number 38. Now, number 39, classify each of the following as a monomial, binomial, trinomial, or polynomial. Now, reading of those, polynomials include all of what we're going to be studying, and they're broken down into things that have more than 3 pieces, 3 pieces, 2 pieces, 1 piece. Look at this. Hey, that has 1 piece. That's a monomial. This is a trinomial. Look, 1, 2, 3. And that has 2 pieces, so that's a binomial. There we go. That's all you need to do. Good.